Hello, please join me in this week's Take 5. Please join me in the Will Rogers School Creed. Ready? Recite. We are the Claremore Zebras galloping to success. Red and white, we stand tall. We will encourage each other to do our best while working towards a promising future. This is normally when we do celebrations in class, and right now I am celebrating that Jessica, our daughter, has had COVID, but she is feeling much, much better, and she feels good enough to go back to med school starting today. So I'm celebrating that. Two power claps. Ready? Go. Please join me in the quote of the month. Ready? Recite. Alone, we can do little. Together, we can do so much. By Helen Keller. Our life principle this week is fortitude. Fortitude is courage in pain or adversity. Our word of the week is alliance. Alliance means united and working together to achieve similar goals. We have an alliance when we collaborate in math class. And having fortitude, we have the courage to show up vulnerably and make mistakes because we know that when we struggle and make mistakes, that's when we're learning in math class. Our quote from Wonder is by a gentleman named Paul Brandt. Paul Brandt is a Canadian country and western singer, and he said, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon." So a lot of times people say the sky's the limit, but what Paul is saying is don't hold yourself to those low expectations because we've already been to the moon. How much more is there out there that we could do? And I put that with John Urschel, this week's Ingenious Influencer. And he was born on June 24th, 1991. And he said, as a kid, he loved math and puzzles. And by the time he was 13, he had audited college level calculus class. He was also no slouch on the football field. He was a two-star prospect out of high school in Western New York, and he was a low priority recruit to Penn State. He worked his way into the starting lineup and later became a two-time All Big Ten offensive lineman. He won the Sullivan Award, which is given to the most outstanding amateur athlete in the country, as well as the Campbell Trophy, which recognizes college football's top scholar athlete. Urschel completed his bachelor's and master's degrees in mathematics while at Penn State. He even taught a couple of math classes while playing for the Nittany Lions while he was still in college. After college, he was drafted in the fifth round to the 2014 NFL draft, and he signed a 4-year, $2.4 million contract with the Baltimore Ravens. He loves football, and he said he loves the fury, the camaraderie, and the adrenaline rush, and he enjoyed knowing that he was playing at the highest level. But he also loves math, and he wanted to pursue that passion as far as his ability would take him. Urschel got a taste of how difficult it could be to do both when he suffered a concussion during his second NFL training camp. The brain injury kept him off the field for a couple of weeks. It took longer than that for him to regain the ability to do math. Still, the following spring, he passed the qualifying exam that allowed him to enroll in a full-time doctorate program in mathematics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. It was a great achievement, but it also meant he had two demanding jobs. In the end, he retired from the NFL at age 26 to pursue becoming a mathematician. Urschel, now 30, has earned his doctorate at MIT, and he said, "I can only play the sport for so long. I have mathematics for the rest of my life." John Urschel, Baltimore Ravens. I hope you guys have a great week.